How's everybody doing? This is Ruben once again with Philosophy. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like any of my past videos, please like, comment, or subscribe. Today I want to talk about just random stuff. You know, in life, you know, there's no way of getting out of situations, challenges, things like that. So the sooner you can go ahead and make peace with that, the better you'll be. The quicker your challenges will dissipate once they occur, and the less stress you will have. See, we make things bigger than they actually are. You know, we're basically, whenever there's a situation, the situation is just a molehill. It's just a little hill. But we try to make it into a mountain when that is not the case. So definitely learn on how to dissipate these challenges as far as them not taking over your mind and you making them seem like there are mountains when they're not. They're just molehills. Don't make a mountain into a molehill. That's a great saying that I learned years ago. So you can definitely go ahead and do that. But today, specifically, I wanted to talk about random stuff. But now that I'm thinking about it, I meant to do a video for a while now on timing and being punctual. You know, from statistics, they tell us that, you know, from the workforce and the businesses all over the country, the statistics tells us that the people that are more punctual, that make time an important thing, that are on time. When they say something, they do it. Statistics tells us that college students, people who went to university, are the most punctual, are the ones that are on time. Out of all the supervisors there are, statistics tells us that the majority of supervisors and the ones that climb up the ladder in their job is college students, is university students. Not because they may have come from a different background, not because of the color of their skin, not because they actually have an education. The reason why college students are more punctual in the workforce as far as timing goes is because when you go to college or you go to university, whatever, you know, their time is always trying to be against them. They have to turn a certain paper in by this time. They have to go ahead and study by this time because the exam is going to be by this time. Time is all around them. So they get used to that. And that's why once they join the workforce, they get out of university, they go ahead and do great in their jobs. The majority, of course, not all of them. But the reason is because they're punctual. They're responsible with their time. They're on time. Now, if you're working for someone and you have a job, you can climb up in that ladder no matter what your job is, no matter what your background is. And I would say 85 to 90% of the reason people actually climb and get promoted and get all this they climb the ladder higher and higher in their jobs is from punctuality, being punctual, being on time, taking time as something very important, being responsible with their time, not being late, things like that. That's the majority of the job. 85 to 90%, I would say, is punctuality, timing, being on time. If you say something, completing it within that certain time period. That is an important aspect of actual promotion and climbing up the ladder, no matter what your job is. So if you have a job, yes, it's great to go ahead and work hard and so forth and strive. That's great and all, and everybody has that certain points, and that's awesome. But all that means nothing if you're not punctual, if you're not on time. You're either going to get fired, you're going to bring more stress into your life, you're going to bring heartache, and you're never going to be promoted. You're going to see other people getting those promotions, but you won't. So for you to go ahead and find success in your job, in your work, is being punctual. In business, it works the same way. The people that are more successful in business are the people who take time, very responsible. You know, when you're not working for someone, you're in your own business. There's no one there to tell you exactly to be on time, to be punctual with this, to be punctual with that. And that's why a lot of business fail. But if you go ahead and have that, those neural pathways, those habits of being on time, being punctual, coming through when you say you are, and so forth, you will succeed in business. But this video is specifically for those at work, for those who have a job. If you're punctual, if you're on time, if you take time as something very valuable and you're responsible with it, and you follow through on your promises, no matter what your job is, you can go ahead and reach whatever level you are in. If you're starting from the way bottom, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a supervisor within a short period of time. Just being punctual, being on time. And if you look at your job or the people you work with, you notice that a lot of people are not punctual. They're not on time. Maybe they call in too much and so forth. Those are the people that never get noticed, never get recognized, and really never go anywhere, in their job, and may get a promotion in 3 years, while the people who are punctual, on time, responsible at the time, follow through on commitments, they climb up the ladder. So if you want to go ahead and climb up the ladder in your job, go ahead and start being punctual.